Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I want to speak today specifically to the long-time channel subscribers, the new channel subscribers, or maybe even anyone who just happened to stumble across this video, and specifically those content creators, YouTubers, maybe even other influencers on social media like TikTok or Instagram, maybe even Facebook. Because if you're building a brand, if you are building a business, if you are uploading videos, there have been some changes made, some announcements of new policy terms and guidelines, but more importantly, a notification, a notice that we have received from YouTube. And this was just the day before, yesterday, myself, my channel, this channel, Kevin, Kevin in all caps, youtube.com/@Kevin247, as well as Squirrel Tribe and Squirrel Tribe 2.0. Now, granted, I do have a few other channels that I've shared with you guys, and if you want to, feel free, check me out. Those channels don't seem to be affected, but the notice that I received from YouTube, or we received from YouTube for these channels in particular, are eye-opening. And someone actually asked a question about Rumble. And they said, hey, are you getting suppressed? Are you getting silenced on Rumble? And the short answer is, Michelle and I, we have put together a video, Squirrel Tribe and I, we spent about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, just going through it all. And when we got done, we honestly got done, we stopped recording and we looked at each other, and almost at the same time, we were like, we can't post this on YouTube. And we can't post it on Rumble either. And there's good reason behind that. Therefore, we're going to put it on Patreon. The truth about Rumble. It goes far deeper than anyone really knows, and this is really just the beginning. But at the end of the day, the notification that we received from YouTube was eye-opening. And I don't know if we're the only creators, the only YouTubers that experienced this. Now, granted, a few months ago, and last year, YouTube was having some serious problems and some serious issues with view counts, taking away views, taking away subscribers, misrepresenting the ad revenue and monetization figures and the payments, demonetizing channels, canceling channels, shutting down channels, striking channels, giving them warnings, preventing them from being able to upload, engage with the community. And it's only getting worse. Granted, they are, I think, trying to make things better, but they're breaking a lot in the process. But I guess that's the old saying, if you want to make some omelets, then you got to break some eggs. But I thought YouTube would go about this a completely different way. Now, you guys may recall from previous videos, if you've watched me for a while, that I am deeply rooted in the YouTube algorithm and YouTube content creation, and I enjoy analyzing it, studying it, working through it, and also helping others do the same. Now, I've got a list of channels that I have worked on, or I am currently working on, that aren't even mine, that I help other creators get better reach, get more impressions, get higher click-through rates, get better engagement, but more importantly, get better monetized. Monetization is about making money, and we're making money through this opportunity, through this platform, but that doesn't always equate to ad revenue and commercials being played on your videos. And that's what's most important for those interested in doing just that. Now, for the viewers, you guys, please, this is not a money grab. This is not me trying to extract money from you. And be careful with the scams and the spammers and the bots and the frauds in the comment section. And there's a fake account of mine on Instagram. There's only one Kevin_24x7 on Instagram. And if you want to make sure you're on the right one, just click the link in my banner, click the link in my description, click the link in my about, click the link on my community post. That way you'll make sure you're on mine. Because there's another one out there that just copied my name and they copy my posts and they message people asking them for money. That's not what I do. I do not ask people for money. That's not what I do. I want you guys to make more money. However, at the same time, if you feel so inclined and you want to either donate or support the channel through Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon, then by all means, you're more than welcome to, or PayPal or whatever it may be. And also, if you want to join Patreon as a member to have access to the content that we are producing over there, then by all means, feel free. But we're still going to create videos for YouTube. We're still going to create content for YouTube. We're still going to post on Instagram. We're still also going to post on Patreon sometimes where it is 100% free. And this is a part of the business plan. This is a part of the strategy. This is a part of building out the brand and bringing you guys along with us. Now, we can't do this 100% for free, but YouTube pays pretty well for us to make that happen. But we also have to somewhat toe the line and live within the parameters set by YouTube. It's their toys and their sandbox, and we have to play by their rules. But at the end of the day, we also don't have to stay here, and neither do you. And that can be applied in really any situation, really. Any job, any career, any life choice or path that you may be on that you're not happy with. Maybe you once were and things have changed and now you need to change as well. You don't have to stay where you are. You don't have to stay unhappy. But if you're going to try to improve the situation, then you're going to have to address the concerns and formulate a plan and strategy and then work towards executing, which we've talked about many times before. Hope is not a plan, and a dream or a wish is ultimately just as bad, because without a proven strategy and a method and actionable steps that can be taken and KPIs, metrics that can be accounted for, then you're probably just going to be spinning your wheels. Now, people have actually asked me, messaged me, DM me, email me, can I coach them? Can I mentor them? Can we have private phone call conversations? I'm working on that. So if you're interested or you want to, just let me know and I'll try to figure out the best way to put that together. Because at the end of the day, I think what it comes down to is having someone to talk to. And this could be someone who's already done what you want to do, or someone who's ultimately just been successful throughout life and can just have conversations with you from a completely different perspective than your existing friends, your existing circle, your family, your colleagues. For instance, if I worked at Walmart, nothing against Walmart, but if I worked at Walmart and I was the self-checkout manager of the area that, you know, make sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing and scans cards and fixes codes and checks IDs for certain product purchases. And my colleagues, my coworkers were, you know, similar positions within the company. And I wanted to excel. I wanted to, you know, go from that job, that income, to that of maybe six figures, over 100,000, over 100K a year. Odds are the people working in those areas, those positions, don't know, haven't been there, or aren't quite capable of having that conversation that would allow me and help me along my path, along my journey. Whereas, consequently, if I had the ability to have conversations with managerial staff, C-suite executives within Walmart, those in the corporate offices, then the conversations would probably be a whole lot different and would probably be a whole lot more beneficial towards me achieving my goal. And it may not even lie within that company. It's just that if I want to accomplish earning 100,000, 100K, or over 100K a year, then I should probably be talking to people who have done that so that that can help me. And this could apply to life, career, income, salary, business, online businesses, building a brand. It can apply to relationships, dating, marriage, divorce, children. It could, raising children. It could apply to cars and vehicles because, I do enjoy cars, fast cars, exotic cars, expensive cars, Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, German for sure, Audi, Lamborghini. It's funny, I grew up Japanese. I grew up with Hondas, a little bit of Nissan, and I thought that was it. And then as I got older, I realized that German was probably a much better vehicle. Higher quality built vehicle. Now, Hondas were reliable, but German vehicles were bespoke. Let's just go with bespoke. And then, actually back then, American-made vehicles were kind of junk. They were kind of trash. And then today, American-made vehicles are actually kind of stepping it up a notch. But then, even now, American-made or American-owned companies aren't really American-made vehicles. They're really made in other countries, and then they're just provided, they're shipped over and they have labels stamped on them that they are American-owned companies. So really and truly, I'm getting off topic here, but the car market, the car game, the car manufacturing industry is really just like a melting pot, and it's all just one, and they're just putting different labels on it. And we can see it with collaborations with BMW and Toyota. Toyota and Subaru, or Scion and Subaru. Ford is working with a lot of different manufacturers. Volkswagen's work, and they're all sharing tech. And eventually we're just going to end up with like this little hodgepodge of like every car looks the same, except for Tesla. I think Tesla may be just off on their own. Maybe Rivian will be off on their own. And maybe some of these newer, smaller independents, these new to the game like Lucid, we're going to start seeing that. I think we're going to start seeing more of an influx of these custom one-off, almost like Coachman style builds. But I'm also expecting a huge growth and pop in the resto mod, because the beauty of the resto mod is that you can leverage the old laws, the old standards, be grandfathered into old emissions and sound ordinance and different laws, because the chassis of the vehicle, the frame, the VIN associated with it is from that time period. But then the vehicle gets restored and modified as a resto mod to be modernized and more reliable, more comfortable, more features, more tech, faster. We see this a lot with Porsche, with Nissan, Datsuns, and 240 and 280Zs, and it's pretty cool. And I expect it to happen more, especially with the changes that are coming in the automotive industry down the road in the future, and also people wanting to build businesses and focus on a specific target niche client that is interested in just that. Ultimately, driving up their profit margin by doing less, because the volume wouldn't have to be so large as these major auto manufacturers, and you can really focus and fine tune your craft on one particular vehicle. But either way, I've gotten completely off track here. The simple fact of the matter is that YouTube has notified us of the changes that are being made, and we have seen it. We are seeing it. It is happening. With that being said, we are expanding. We are spreading our wings. We are dividing our time. We are diversifying. Diversity, security, cash flow. You've heard me say it before. Therefore, you will see me more on other channels, some of which are my own, some of which are others. Special guest appearances, collaborations, new channels being created. I think the platform has a lot of life left in it. I think the platform has a lot of money left in it to be made. But at the end of the day, we need to pay attention to the warning signs and understand the changes that are occurring. YouTube, as I said before, is a business, and I have to treat it as such. And businesses have seasonality, and all businesses have to come to an end at some point in time. But that doesn't mean that you stop being a business owner. That doesn't mean you stop building businesses. That doesn't mean you stop being an entrepreneur. That doesn't mean you stop being a progressive thinker. You just got to get more creative, more innovative, strategic, and figure out the new way that business is going to be conducted. Business today, 2023, isn't the same as business in general from the standpoint of the consumer market as a whole, just out in the world. Business today in 2023 is nowhere near the same as it was in 10 years ago, 2013. 10 years before that, 2003, 1993. Like, we can see how business has changed. We're moving towards the age of virtual businesses, automated businesses, AI-based businesses, online businesses, SaaS, software as a system businesses. And it's only going to continuously grow from there and evolve and expand. And if we only structure our business based on the past, then we're going to get outpaced in the future. And that's pretty much what I'm trying to explain to you, what I'm trying to describe to you here. And if you are a YouTube content creator and you have noticed the changes, or you have received indication from YouTube, or you're seeing your channel decline, or your views drop, or your subs drop, or your revenue drop, or all of these things, and you want to have someone who knows and understands what you're going through, then by all means, feel free, reach out. Until next time, you guys take care, be safe. I'll see you real soon.